Hi, it's Rafael the Realtor. Okay, let's get into this video. So this video is about you. You have found the home you've been looking for. You've been searching everywhere and you finally found it. So if you found that home, hopefully by now you've seen some of my other videos and you know what to expect, you know what's coming up. If you haven't seen them, I'll give you a basic outline of what you should have done by this point. First and most important thing, get a pre-approval. You get that pre-approval from a lender to tell you that you can't afford this house. It's really important for two reasons. One, if you don't have that pre-approval, you might find your dream home, but it might be a house that you can't afford or a bank is not willing to lend you money on. And that would be, it's heartbreaking. Number two is you might find the house, you might be able to afford it, but pre-approvals don't happen overnight. And because that doesn't happen, it might put you a day out. It might even just put you a few hours out of being able to put in an offer and getting that home. And I have had clients who've missed out on good homes because they weren't ready to go, even though I told them to get ready. But, it happens. There's a lot of stuff. You guys have your own jobs. This is my job. My job is to help push you, get you ready. And I would say that maybe I didn't do the best job. I should have pushed them harder. But, you live and you learn. And that's why I'm telling you now, you should already have your pre-approval in hand. That's number one. Number two, find a realtor. Find someone who's going to do the best job for you and get you in the best position to get you everything you need. And then, number three, you want to go over your goals. Make sure that this house, some houses, they draw you in. It's like maybe a beautiful person at a party. For some reason, you walk into a party, you see someone who's beautiful, and they just draw you in. You don't know, they could be, a little bit off, they could have a bad temper issue, but in that second, based on their physical appearance, something about them draws you in. And you're gonna run into homes like that. So you need to make sure that you know in advance what your goals are, what kind of house you want. And if you know that, when you see these nice, beautiful homes, you'll get a chance to say, you know what, it's really beautiful, but not what I'm looking for. And that's gonna be step three. And number four is gonna be putting in an offer, saying this is the house I want, working with your agent and getting in a strong offer. So pre-approval, get your realtor, know your goals and what you're looking for, and then putting in the offer. So let's talk about putting in that offer. When you go to put in the offer, I'm not gonna go into that. There's a whole different video on how to make an offer and it's more complicated, but basically you're gonna sit with your agent. Your agent's gonna go over the numbers. They'll show you comparables of the house. One important thing you should remember, agents can't tell you what you should offer. You could offer whatever you want. You could offer $2. An agent has two rights. They can advise you and tell you, you know what? This is not a good number. It's not gonna work out. And it might negatively affect you, which is very important. And there's a separate video on the negative themes about making offers. Or maybe I'll put it in the offer video, we'll see. And then the second thing you should know is that the agent, even though they're going to advise you, you still have full control over that. And the agent can say, hey, you know what? Your offer is really low. I can choose as an agent not to work with you. I can say, you know what, this isn't gonna work because this is $1 million house and you want me to offer $10, which is a whole different thing, and you'll see in the offer video, I'll go into why agents would choose not to work with you if you did things like that. And so generally, they're gonna give you information, they're gonna advise you, because really most agents, everyone thinks agents just want a paycheck, which is true. We do support our family as agents, but most importantly, we want you to buy a house, we want you to be happy, and we want you to tell more people that you were happy with us and helped us with our service. So, or we helped you with our service. So it's really important for us that you're happy at the end of the deal, that you're excited, that you love us, that you invite us back for foods, all kinds of things, especially tacos and pizza. But know that no agent is really out there trying to make you, because when the price goes up $5,000, $10,000, it doesn't affect our check in any meaningful way. $5,000, $10,000 increase on a check in California is not a major increase where agent is really trying to get you to sign the dotted line. We don't really care that much. We really want you to walk away super happy. So understand that when we're telling you offer this much, it's not really for us. It's because we know the market, we know what's happening in the market, and we know that if this might be your last chance to get a good deal like this. And so They're gonna talk to you, tell you about stuff, give you advice, get you ready. After we give you all this information, you decide, what do you think is a good offer to make? And you'll tell us your offer and we'll say, okay, you know, that's a good offer, or oh no, that's way too much money, we could bring it down, or we can negotiate. I've done my research, I know this person, this is how we should go about it. We can figure all of those things out after, you know, you get the information you need to make a decision. From there, the person who's selling the house and their agent only have 3 things that they can do. First thing is reject the offer. They just see the offer and they're like, no, I don't want it. At this point, generally, you just walk away. They might have gotten a better offer, and at that point, whoever your real estate agent is gonna follow up and find out, what did they offer? Can we come back? Is there any chance? A lot of times they're gonna say, no, we rejected your offer because we accepted somebody else. At that point, there's nothing else you could do, so you just walk away. Number 2, they might counter your offer. They might say, hey, you know what? I almost like your offer, but I didn't like this part, or I didn't like this amount of money. If you go up to here, we got a deal. And at that point, you have a choice. You can either say, you know what? I like it, deal, we're in. If you don't like that, you can say, you know what? I like almost everything, but I need to change this to that. And then you come back with your own counter. And if you do that, you know, everything goes smooth and they like it, they're gonna sign it, and then we're ready to go into escrow. And then the last thing a seller can do is they accept it. They just look at it and they're like, perfect, this is what I want, accepted. As soon as they sign it and send it back to us, we're ready to go. At that point, you start getting ready for the escrow process, which is a separate video. Actually, there are 2 videos, which are separate 2 videos that you can watch to learn what happens in the escrow process and what you should expect about it and why it's so important. All right, so that should be it for now. Like I always say, you can't always be the best at everything, but you could choose to work with the best agent who gives you great information for free. All right, have a good one. Bye-bye.